South Africa is holding its breath tonight. Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner, is set to take the stand before Parliament's ad hoc committee, and the nation knows this testimony could shake the foundations of the South African Police Service and expose political secrets many believed would never see daylight. His words, his evidence, and his courage could rewrite everything we thought we knew about justice and corruption in this country. The tension in the air is undeniable. Parliament has tightened security around Mkhwanazi like never before. Police convoys, surveillance teams, and VIP protection officers are stationed near his home. His movements are being carefully monitored. His safety, once taken for granted, is now a matter of national concern. It's a chilling reminder that truth-telling in South Africa can still come with a price. For those unfamiliar with the situation, here's what you need to know. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is no ordinary police officer. He's a seasoned law enforcement veteran who has served the country with distinction for years. But today, he finds himself not just as a police commissioner, but as a man standing at the crossroads of power, integrity, and danger. His upcoming testimony is expected to expose how senior officials within the South African Police Service, and possibly within the government itself, interfered with critical investigations into political killings. Mkhwanazi's allegations are explosive. He has accused Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and Deputy National Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya of unlawfully dismantling specialized task teams that were investigating politically motivated murders. Even more disturbing, he claims that key case dockets, evidence that could have linked politicians and power brokers to these crimes, were deliberately removed. It's a story that has already rattled both the police and political establishment. These are not small-time accusations. These are claims that reach deep into the heart of South Africa's justice system. If proven true, they would confirm what many South Africans have feared for years, that corruption and political protection are not isolated incidents, but part of a deeply rooted network. Security forces are not taking any chances. Reports indicate that credible threats have been made against Mkhwanazi's life. Authorities have reinforced protection around his home and tightened his travel arrangements. Even his testimony before Parliament will occur under the strictest safety measures, with additional police units and security officials present inside and outside the venue. Did you expect this twist? That a top-ranking police officer would one day need police protection from his own institution? It's a question that cuts deep into the country's current state, where telling the truth is often treated as a crime and silence is rewarded. For weeks, whispers have circulated through political circles that Mkhwanazi's testimony could implicate high-profile figures, some still in office. Sources close to Parliament have hinted that the evidence he plans to present could not only embarrass the ruling elite, but also expose how political power has been used to obstruct justice in cases of targeted assassinations, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, a province long haunted by political violence. The ad hoc committee that Mkhwanazi will face was established by Parliament in July. Its mandate, to probe his allegations and determine whether political interference has indeed crippled police investigations. Many South Africans see this as a defining moment for democracy, a chance to prove whether Parliament still has the backbone to hold the powerful accountable. But others are skeptical. Critics argue that the committee itself could be compromised, that powerful interests may try to steer or limit its findings. After all, this is not the first time an official has risked everything to expose the truth, only for the system to bury it quietly. Will Mkhwanazi's case be different? In his previous testimony before the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry, Mkhwanazi didn't mince words. He spoke of internal sabotage, manipulation of evidence, and an intentional effort to shield political elites. His calm but commanding tone made one thing clear: he is a man determined to tell the truth, regardless of who it offends. South Africans from all walks of life have taken to social media to express support and concern. Hashtags like #StandWithMkhwanazi and #TruthBeforePower are gaining traction. Many are calling him a hero, a man standing alone against a system built on fear and silence. Others warn that history has shown what happens to whistleblowers in South Africa: intimidation, career destruction, or worse. Still, Mkhwanazi seems unmoved by fear. Those close to him say he's fully aware of the risks but believes that truth must prevail, even if it costs him his peace or his position. If no one speaks, the system wins, one of his allies reportedly said. And that message resonates across a country growing weary of empty promises and political cover-ups. Political analysts say this testimony could be one of the most consequential moments for the South African Police Service since democracy. If Mkhwanazi provides concrete evidence of interference, it could trigger a full-scale parliamentary investigation and even force the resignation or suspension of top government officials. The ripple effects could extend all the way to the union buildings. But perhaps the most powerful impact won't be felt in Parliament. It will be felt in the hearts of ordinary South Africans. Citizens who have lost faith in law enforcement. Families who have buried loved ones without justice. Activists who have watched corruption suffocate hope. For them, Mkhwanazi's courage is a reminder that integrity still exists in a nation fighting to reclaim its moral compass. How would your community respond if someone stood up against corruption this boldly? It's a question that sparks reflection and admiration. Meanwhile, tensions are rising outside Parliament. Protesters from various political groups are planning demonstrations both in support of and against Mkhwanazi's claims. Police are preparing for large crowds, aware that this hearing has touched raw nerves across the political divide. Inside the corridors of power, anxiety is just as palpable. Some MPs have reportedly pushed for the hearing to be held behind closed doors to protect sensitive information, while others argue for transparency, saying that South Africans deserve to hear the truth live and unfiltered. The Inspector General of Intelligence, IGI, another critical figure in this unfolding story, is also awaiting guidance from Parliament. The IGI has expressed frustration over a lack of cooperation from political structures, a silence many see as deliberate obstruction. If Parliament fails to handle this process with fairness and transparency, the fallout could be immense. It would send a chilling message that even the bravest truth-tellers are powerless in a system where politics trumps justice. But if Mkhwanazi's courage inspires accountability, if his words lead to real consequences, then South Africa could be witnessing the start of a new chapter, one where honesty and justice finally outweigh fear and corruption. If you stand for truth and justice, make sure to like this video, share it with others, and comment your thoughts below. Subscribe for more powerful real stories shaping South Africa's future.